It's High Priestess Jamila here to show you guys a very powerful return to sender floor splash slash wash. The way that I would use this wash is you should clean your floor as normal. I always clean my floors with ammonia or either bleach. If I'm going to use like pine sol, I always add ammonia to it. So you'll want to go over your floors first, okay, as much as the floor as possible, okay? Especially if you're by yourself doing it. If you don't have anyone to help you, you do what you can, okay? This is going to be a splash formula that you can make to return stuff that's been sent to your house, okay, back to people. So give me a second. Either sender or senders. And yeah, welcome to the channel. So first of all, what I think would be important to do is for you to have specific herbs, okay? Very specific herbs. Okay, I'm going to take my little pot and let me angle this down. Got some food cooking on the stove here too, by the way. I'm going to get my herbs together. One herb, I would use some kind of reversal herb, which would be nettle. Nettle would be perfect for this. So I would, add probably about 2 pinches, 2 large pinches of nettle, about that much nettle leaf, some golden seal root. Okay, now I do have the flower, I have the golden seal cut leaf, and then there's the root. I would go ahead and use the root for this. Okay, some hyssop for purification of your space and to purify those bad energies out. You want to have probably a couple of pinches of this coriander. Okay, and depending on what's being sent to you, especially if somebody's trying to send you their bad karma, use a couple of pieces of galangal root, okay? All right, and so that's it. Now, the last thing that you can add is a cinnamon stick. I like to add cinnamon stick to everything because it intensifies the intent. All right, so I'm going to grab a cinnamon stick over here. Okay, so I'll put this in here, add some water to it. Now this is gonna simmer and boil down quite a bit. When it's all said and done, I'll put this on this back burner. Okay, and when that starts to simmer is when you can start consecrating it. Now, hello, Latanya, hello. Now, the next thing that you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna juice 3 or 4 lemons, okay? I used to have a lemon squeezer. I don't anymore, so I'm just gonna have to do it by hand. Okay. So I'm just going to take this plastic container. Where's the knife? Where are my knives? Here's one. I use this steak knife. All right. By the way, guys, I have lost a couple of pounds, okay? Been out there walking. All right, so I'm going to get these lemons prepared. Okay. I'm just going to cut these in half and squeeze as much juice out of these as possible. Any of the herbs, you don't have to have all of the herbs. If you don't have the exact herbs that I have, then you'll be able to use something like basil. Okay, everybody usually has basil, maybe rosemary. I would say that if you can get your hands on some nettle leaf though, okay, that you'll want to use that though. Okay, because nettle is really, really powerful stuff. Thank you, goddess. This is going to be really, really concentrated because, and you can add it to your mop water, but it works better if you mop, let the floor dry, clean your mop out as good as possible. If you can, even put maybe boiling hot water in your mop bucket and clean it out as good as possible. And be careful if you're dealing with boiling hot water because boiling hot water can burn. My mop, actually, I'll show you guys my mop. I've got one of those mops where I don't have to actually touch it. Like I don't have to touch the water to wring it out. What is it called? I think it's one of those. It's not a Lipman. It might be. I'll show it to y'all in a second. You know what? As you're squeezing these lemons, you want to think about the person or persons that sent bad energy to you in your house. Hey, this thing is starting to pop. It's starting to pop. It's starting to pop. It's starting to pop. It's getting volatile in here. It is. Yes, it is. You want me to turn it off? Okay. You don't mind if a little drop of lemon juice goes in there, do you? Oh, okay. All right. So I've squeezed the juice of 4 lemons, depending on, maybe the energy. I don't know. Like, this is really good for just all-purpose cleaning, especially if you're like me, if you do spiritual work for clients out of your house. If you have like a crazy, crazy, crazy situation to where you have like a house against you or something, which if you have that, then you may want to use a few more lemons. This can actually be kept in the refrigerator for later. Okay, or if you have like an automatic lemon squeezer, it'll be easier. But in this one, I'm only going to use 4. So that gave me about a half a cup of lemon juice. And I'm just going to pick out the seeds because we don't want the seeds. Because then it'll give us stuff to have to clean up. Then we'd have to sweep. So I'm going to take these seeds out of here. And I am such a pack rat sometimes. I'm sitting there thinking, what can I use these seeds for? We're just going to throw it in the trash, you know. Okay. Now, our herbs are boiling. They have started to boil. So what I'm going to do is go over there and make sure they don't boil over. But what it's going to do is it's going to reduce. And we're actually going to drain those as soon as it's done. But I'm going to consecrate all of this stuff with intent. All right, so all of the seeds have been removed. And I'm not going to be a pack rat. I'm just going to throw them in the trash, okay? I have a tendency to just, like, I'll keep stuff and I'll put it up and I'll say, I wonder. But to be honest with you, I have enough jars to where I could have dried out those lemon seeds and, put them in a jar. But, I've got plenty of lemons, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to grab my tiny cauldron. Let's see. Oh, and that stuff that's boiling smells really good. The cinnamon is what makes it smell really good. So it's boiling. All right, and hopefully this thing is lit enough. I have noticed that all of my charcoal discs have been like, they just get spent. It's so weird. Almost like something is feeding off of it energetically. It's very strange. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Or maybe it could just be this brand that I'm using. All right. So we're going to consecrate this lemon juice. And we're going to charge it with the intent to return any and all negative energies and bad spirits, hexes and curses, bad energy, demons, spirits that might be lying within the floors, hiding in the floors of this house, so that it'll be returned to the sender. Any and all negative energy, return to the sender. Okay, any and all demons of poverty, any and all demons of sickness, any and all parasitic spirits. Okay, spirits of confusion. Anything that's meant to do harm that has been sent, this lemon juice will send it back. Blessed be. So it is consecrated. Okay. Ooh, look at this. This is kind of boiling over, y'all. I actually want to let this simmer for a while. It doesn't really take that long for, like, when you're boiling any kind of herb, it doesn't take that long for it to, become very, very concentrated, because this is a concentrated, it's a floor wash, but it's a splash. So while that's doing that, I'm gonna get my mop prepared. And I got some dishes I need to do, y'all. Go figure. I hope everybody had a happy Halloween. I know I did. I had a great Halloween. It was amazing. Shout out to the ancestors. All right, mop bucket. Now, if you want to be a little shit, if you want to be ornery, it's a Lippmann mop. If you want to be ornery, you can retain some of your mop water. If some jackass has been sending negative energies to your house, you can actually retain some of the mop water and make water out of it. Okay, if that's what you want to do. But the return to sender, floor wash is going to be sufficient for that. Okay, I'm going to pour this water out. I know a lot of people wouldn't pour their mop water into their sink. I do because my sink gets sanitized. I know a lot of people are like, ooh, did she just pour that into the sink? It's okay. I sanitize with either bleach or ammonia. It's all good. Don't worry. Where's my spray? I guess I'll just take my ammonia and pour that in there. Yeah, I always clean out my sinks and stuff very well with something very powerful, a powerful sanitizer. Okay, I always do. And I'm in the habit of, even when I'm in between, cleaning my dish rags, I soak them in bleach or either ammonia. So I'm definitely not nasty. Okay. Shout out to all of my peoples, boy. They just love saying that you're nasty. Okay. Oh, she's so nasty. Oh, she just keeps it. Oh, goodness. Oh. Yeah. All right. So we're going to let that water be real hot. Let me turn this over here. Okay. We're going to let this water be real hot. And the water that comes out of my sink is hot enough. It's not boiling. It's still safe. Like, it's not like it's going to scald our hands off. I'm just going to rinse this bucket out real good. Yeah. I was reading somewhere. The reason why I'm saying that about, pouring mop water in the sink is because I was reading an article about it. And whatever. Okay. Yeah, whatever. So I feel comfortable with just cleaning stuff with bleach and whatever. And it's, yeah. So, and I don't even I rinse my dishes on this side. I don't know. I wouldn't consider myself to be a germaphobe, but I'm definitely conscious of germs and things of that nature. So, all right. And my mop is juicing. All right, so I'm just gonna make sure that the mop is cleared off. Like I said, I'm not going to pour the floor wash inside of there. I'm gonna pour it directly on the floor and mop, okay? So that's how you wanna use this one, okay? Now, another 2 ingredients I'm gonna use, and like I said, if you don't have all of them, if you don't have like every single ingredient, the lemons, it will be powerful enough, but I will try to get my hands on it. Yeah, okay. Now let me find here it is. So I am going to put an essential oil in it as well, which the essential oil that I'm going to use is eucalyptus, okay? Eucalyptus is really, really good for clearing out those spirits that cause a lot of confusion in the minds, okay? And then I'm also going to put a couple of drops of this ghost pipe tincture in it. Like, like a couple of drops of it, okay? This is something that you don't necessarily have to have. If you've never heard of ghost pipe, look it up. This is going to be particularly helpful for those of you that are going through something that involves traumas or either generational family bloodline curses. God dang it, I look white as a ghost because of my ring light making me look white as a ghost. I ain't trying to look like that. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. You can see my color. Hello, less ninja or something. I'm sorry. So this is boiling really, really good, and it's getting stronger. I'm gonna add a little bit more nettle. Okay, this is especially good for you empaths. Empaths, we like it's not that we absorb people's negative energy. You're not doing that to yourself. It's just that bad people, the way that they perceive empaths is that they just like to dump all their crap on us. Let's put it, you see what I'm saying? It's not that you're like, oh, put all your stuff on me. No, they are doing that purposely because they kind of see you as, I don't know, it's very strange, but we're going to return to sender some stuff, okay? Now, if you have a specific situation going on, like we were talking about eviction earlier. Now, I ain't under eviction, but we're all open and susceptible to people trying to send poverty to our homes, okay? So you also want to, consecrate these herbs. As I was putting them in the pot, I was putting my intent in them as well. But you want to consecrate this to also, especially that hyssop, to keep energies and spirits of poverty and sickness out of your home. Okay. And this right here is very potent. Now there's another one that I would put in here if I had some, which is mandrake root, but it's all good. It ain't that serious. Okay. But this stuff, I would say it's comparable to mandrake. I would say it's comparable. Very, very good for warding off evil. So getting evil out of your house and bringing in good luck and healing and prosperity and success of your home. Especially if you have little ones. Okay. All right. Because, folks ain't, nobody's going to say, oh, I'm not going to attack her because she's got kids. No, that makes them attack even more. Okay, because they're not good people. Okay, it just is all it is to it. Okay. I'm gonna let that keep simmering. Any questions? You guys can post them in the chat. Y'all don't be afraid to chat. Okay, my whole channel is protected. Every single potential viewer and client that does not have it out for me, like you ain't trying to harm me, you're protected. So you guys can chat all you want. Don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid. Because I know I ain't. Good Lord. Okay. I'm going to consecrate this jar a little bit. Okay, so this is going to hold. Keep in mind, you can use whatever herbs that you want in it. I would be mindful about what herbs you're boiling though, because obviously if you boil something on the stove, the steam is going to aerate throughout the house. Um, that cinnamon stick is strong as hell. If you got some ocean root, add a little bit of it to it, and we're going to turn it down a little bit. Put a top on it. You can also, if everybody is sick in your house, you can also add some eucalyptus. Ooh, that kind of gave me a hairbrush. It's time to give me some wine. Probably that golden seal. I've always used golden seal like in my bath. And I drank some the day of, what's his face? But it was the flower, it was the leaf. I drank some golden seal and it made me so sick, but I don't think it was the golden seal that did it. I think it was the negative energy. Okay, someone was actually sending, there was some negative energy that was being sent to me the day of Lionsgate. Talk about misery loving company. Life would be so perfect if everybody was working towards the same goal. Now, how many of you guys were doing money rituals, protection, healing on Lionsgate? You wasn't trying to steal from nobody. You wasn't trying to hurt nobody. How many of y'all? There was people actually out there that were doing rituals to try to harm people, which is so ridiculous. Cheers. Okay. So this is about done. This is done. All right, we're going to take our strainer. The remaining herbs, you can toss them outside your door for extra protection and blessings, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, and of course, some of the, but that's okay. You see that? Yeah, toxic people. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Yes. Very, very toxic. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That golden seal started to move some stuff out. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pour this in my mason jar. This mixture. And that's a lot. I don't need that much. Yeah. pour about half of it. I could have let it reduce a little bit more. Like I said, the rest of that, I just poured it down the sink. Can't hurt, might help. You could splash it like outside your door. Okay, you can clean your brooms with it. This is fine. Thank you, Goddess. Consecrate this herb mixture to return any and all curses to senders, anything spoken, written, thought, any and all negative intent, diabolical set, any and all bad energy is returned to sender. All of their energies of anxiety, poverty, fears, demons of fear, and to bless this house with peace, serenity, tranquility, good energy, wealth, success, happiness. Let's talk about paying it forward. Did y'all know that when all of our houses are blessed, that blesses others? It does. It blesses others. Okay. For example, my company, when Divine Services Apothecary gets clients or people come in to buy readings, that means that you were blessed with the extra money. So if your house is blessed, my house is blessed, and vice versa. Okay. 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 Go take your dating site somewhere else. All right, I want to let this cool down a little bit, but it's not necessarily necessary. So what I am going to do, is I am going to go ahead and pour the lemon juice in there. Okay. I'm going to add about 10 drops of the eucalyptus. And you know what? Spirit just told me to do something real quick. Hopefully I got a little bit left in here. I got a little bit left. If you have camphor oil, put like 2 or 3 drops of that in there too. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of this ghost pipe. See how that looks? Okay, that's all we need. Put the top on it, shake it up. Now, like I said, this can be added to your floor wash. But what I would do is I would go ahead and use it in its concentrated form. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. Let me bring out my mop. This can be used for obvious entryways for bad spirits. Bad spirits will come up through the floor through certain things. For example, if your animals pee in a certain spot, you realize that that's your animals telling you that something's there that needs to be tended to. Okay, that animals are amazing creatures. And I miss my cat. I don't believe that there's any hope of her coming back, but I'll have to get another one. So this is ready to go. I'm going to show you guys how to use it. It kind of looks like orange juice a little bit, or pineapple juice or something, doesn't it? All right, so the way that you can put it in a spray bottle if you want, but give me a second. Now this area right here is a hot spot. For some reason, something got sent over here like maybe a month or two ago, and this is a hot spot right here. Okay. Keep in mind that wood and hardwood absorbs things, okay? All right. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, I don't want. Hold on a minute, y'all. I should have bought my. Just give me a second. I gotta open up my top. All right, so the way that you use this, you take the top off of it, splash waterfalls. Okay, put a couple of splashes of that. I banish any and all negative energies, curses, hexes, demons out of this house. Bless this house, protect this house, clear the negative energies out of this house. And you want to go over the whole floor. I send back any and all bad spirits, curses, demons. I return them all to sender us. You got more than one sender. Okay. And that's all you do. Now, in each room, what you can do is you can start from the inside wall and work your way to the door. Okay. So that's how I'm going to be doing this. And so that's pretty much what you do. And it smells amazing. It'll get rid of those demons. And it'll bring prosperity, blessings, and abundance in your home. Okay? I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you try it. And I'll catch you guys later. Okay? Blessed be. Turn this thing off.